Hi, Aquarius. This is Just with your bi-weekly September 2016 reading. I hope that you guys are enjoying your day so far. So I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to those Aquariuses that are moving. I see nothing but moving, relocating, in fact. A lot of movement in the month of September for my Aquariuses. So congratulations. Leave me a comment below if you're one of these Aquariuses that will be moving. Okay, because I definitely see physical movement, and I'm not talking about travel. I'm talking about like literally moving. I feel like for those of you that are going to move, for a lot of you, you came to this conclusion, bam, like that, or a decision that was made that bam came out of the blue and you have to move. Okay. So some of it is not by choice, some of it is by force. We do have the eclipses going on. It's in Pisces. So that would be your second house, I believe. Yeah, that'd be your second house. So yeah, some of you are definitely moving. Now, if it doesn't seem like anything good at the moment, it's going to be really good for you. Really good. So don't worry. For some of you that's worried, I don't have any cards that are worrying. But when I see news that comes out of the blue and then you having to leave, sometimes that can indicate worry, or having to leave with a, heavy heart, that sort of thing. So don't worry. This is going to be a really good chapter, a good new chapter that you will embark on. And congratulations for those of you that has made a very swift and quick decision to move on in search of something better in life. Okay. So I do see when it comes to the work sphere, some of you definitely have made a decision. Now, some of you that do the hiring and firing, you may have had to deal with like a mass layoff type of thing, or letting go of people. And I feel like, to them, it was like quick, fast that you guys made the decision to let go of someone, or maybe a couple of people. But I feel like one person in particular, or a couple of people, have come back to kind of question your reasoning behind letting them go. And I feel your decision is firm, okay? But I do see that there is you letting some people go, and almost as if like you're telling them one by one, send such and such into the office and the other person in, that sort of thing. And it's people on all different levels. So people from the lowest level all the way to the top. Some people have to go. Now, for others of you, because of course not every Aquarius is out here hiring and firing people, for those of you that just work at a job, I do see that some of you have made a very swift decision to leave your job. Okay. I feel like there was a decision to hire you, and that hiring came out of the blue. You could have put your resume out, was kind of somewhat looking, that sort of thing, and the news came in really quick. Bam, we want you now. And you kind of have to part ways with the place that you're employed at now, or have been employed at. You have to kind of leave, and it's going to be bittersweet. Okay, leaving. I feel like you'll have a lot of people that you have to, that really didn't know that you were even looking or even considering leaving, because I feel like you're the voice of reason for them. They look up to you. You may have a lot of time in the company, possibly over 8 years, that sort of thing. So you have a lot of knowledge, and I feel like you kind of are the kind of go-to person for young and older people. So people that, on all different levels, you are that go-to type of person. Now, this opportunity may create a move for you. Like, you have to not only leave the company, but you have to leave, wherever you stay. You may be leaving the country. You may be leaving your town, your city, your state. But there is definite movement. Okay. And I feel like it's a good end to this circumstance and situation. It kind of came out swiftly, but it's a really good end. Okay. And, I feel like you could be going back to a place that you've always wanted to go. So some of you could be going back home and you found a job and it's like, oh, I'm leaving. You know, some of you could be going to a place that you've always wanted to live since you were young. Okay, so you may not have ever lived there before, but you've always wanted to go there. Something about where you're gonna go that makes you feels like home. Okay, and you're gonna feel very much like a standout, like they really like you, like these people, they really like you. Okay, and they really appreciate your efforts. Okay, so and I feel like the company that you're leaving, they really have a lot of respect for you as well. Okay, now some of you, it won't be a company that you're necessarily going to, but you'll be going to another, like you'll start a new creative venture. So you may be stopping and putting a halt, tabling something, shelving something that you have going on. If you have your own business, then you may stop focusing on one area of business to start something new. Okay, and this could be where you advise a lot of people, that sort of thing. Okay, and I feel like you just have a better opportunity, or you're feeling like this new thing, this new idea, this new creative opportunity is going to really make you very successful. Okay, and again, this may be something that you've always wanted to do. So if you are an accountant, and let's say that you provide services to your clients, right, throughout the year, but you've always wanted to um, do children's books, or you've always wanted to do animation, cartoons, that sort of thing. Um, you may say to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna put the accounting stuff on hold, and I'm gonna, pursue this creative endeavor with, children's books and that sort of thing. Guys, excuse me if I'm sounding very monotone. I know in my other videos I was like amped up. But a different day, different energy, and I really do go by the energy of the cards. I just automatically fall into this energy. So today is not an amped up day. I definitely, for you guys, since that this is going to be a very calm September, okay, even though there's going to be things happening, you're still going to handle things in a very calm way, very controlled. Now, the tagline for your video will be victorious, because there's a lot of victory in your cards. I mean, you damn have just every victorious card that's in tarot is in your spread. Okay, so yeah, there will be a lot of victory that's going on for you guys. So whatever this new thing is, okay, because this can include anything. Okay, it just depends on how it resonates for you. Whatever this new thing is that you are deciding very clearly to go forward in, okay, it's going to cause for you to have to move. It's going to cause for you to have to move locations, or completely change the way that you do things. All right. Now, your reading isn't going to be that long, because your cards are very simple. Money looks really good for you guys in the month of September. I feel like for those of you who have your own business, there's going to be a lot of clients. Okay, and the reason why I'm always focusing on self-employment is because you have a lot more people having dualities, where they have a job and they have their own business, or they just have their own business. But a lot more people today have their own business than they work on a job. And since I also fall in that category of my own business, then I do understand how important, you want to hear about these things as an entrepreneur. So I do see that there's going to be a lot of influx in clients, people almost like this 911 feeling, like people are really going to need a lot of information, like quickly, and they're going to spend top dollar. So if they're coming to you, and if you have all different type of tiers of, I offer this people, you're going to find a lot of people going to want the top tier. Like they're going to pay that money to get your service and get your help. Okay. And you may hear that a lot of people are relocating. So through your clients, you may hear that people are relocating there, or they need, especially if you advise them as far as like a life coaching, that type of thing. They may need for you to help them find out, where do I go? If you do real estate, this is going to be a spectacular month for my real estate agents out there. If you do any type of advisement, this is a really great month because you're going to have a lot of people that need advice. Also, if you help people with their financial outlooks and portfolios, that looks really good for you. This is going to be a really good month for you for that. Okay. Now, as it relates to love, I want to start off by saying one thing. All right. As I was shuffling the cards, there was a message. Now, for those of you Aquariuses out there that's cheating, you think you're getting away with it, right? You think so, because you're not going to get caught. But here's the thing. It's all going to come full circle. When you least expect it, it's all going to come out. So I'm going to leave you with that. Yeah, just think about that. Ruminate on that, okay? I'm all of a sudden getting tired. So some of you in the month of September may be tired. Like I was feeling really fine until literally I put your cards out. Then I just started to feel like very somber and at ease. And then it went from that to just feeling tired. Like I could just go to sleep right now. So some of you may be very tired. You may be tired of the BS. You just may be tired, period. Okay. So you may be literally tired and figuratively just over it, that type of thing. And I feel like whatever situations and issues that come about in the month of September, for someone to think that you're going to be over animated, it's not going to happen. It's going to be like, okay, it's like you may come off like you don't care, but it's just you just don't have the energy to be as animated as you normally would. At least that's how I'm feeling right now. You guys have amazing cards, but my voice is not at all translating the amazement as it did, what was it, yesterday or day before, when I did the last set of readings. So keep that in mind, guys. For those of you that's out there cheating and feeling like you're being so successful with the cheating, I know that person does something to you. We've been through this again. I know who I'm talking to, Aquarius. We know that you've been obsessed, possessed, and all of this stuff. We know that it's hard for you to let this person go because they do so much to you. We get it, okay? But if there's somebody else, someone that you're committed to, but you just can't stop seeing this other person, know that you're building that negative karma, okay? Know that you're doing that, all right? Now, for some of you, okay, and I feel this is more particular geared toward my women, but it could apply to the men as well. There's someone coming back to you or have come back to you trying to get you back after I feel you've had to give them a what for. Okay. Now, here's the crazy thing is that this person, I feel they mean well. They really do. Deep down inside, they really want to offer you something real. For some of you, that's not the case. Okay. General readings are just that. They're general. Okay. So until you get a personal reading, you have no idea exactly how it relates to you. That's just how this goes. All right. So, but some of you, there is an actual person that they do mean well. Like deep down inside, they really do mean that they want to give you the world. They want to be with you and all of that ... stuff. But the way that they come off to you is unsettling. Like they're saying one thing and they mean it. And deep down inside, you don't even understand how serious this person is. Like deep down inside, they're really serious about you. But them trying to translate how they really feel, and by the time it gets out of their throat and out of their throat, out of their mouth, you guys know what I'm saying? Out of their mouth, it's like, I don't know, between that and trying to translate it into making you understand, it never registers in the way that they intended to. They just come off very childish, like they're all over the place and like they have ill intention. You know what I mean? Like you entertain them still, even when they come back, you still entertain them. Okay. But to you, they're just like a child. Like you don't take them seriously. Like get out of here, whatever. You know what I mean? But deep down inside, they really do mean it for some of them. Some of them is full of crap, but some of them they really do mean it. It's just that I guess what you do to them creates a very immature element. Like as soon as they see you, they turn into mush, that sort of thing. And they have a hard time again translating the serious nature of their feelings to you so that it relates in more like a mature person conveying themselves to you rather than you seeing them as like a kid that you can't take seriously. I feel like some of you have had to leave this person. Like you came to the conclusion that, you know what, I'm leaving, or someone came to the conclusion that they're out of here. And it's not like you're walking around not knowing. Like the person told you, either you told them or the person said, I'm out of here, I'm done, don't call me anymore, leave me alone, that's it. Okay. Some of you are experiencing a person that is, trying to come back after these things have happened. But the reality is that you're standing firm. You're like, no, I'm fine. I'm not going backward. Now, there's definitely an end to a situation. I feel like if some of you have been in this karmic relationship, like that devil that kept coming out, I do see that you guys have kind of gotten through that energy. You're on the other side of it. And so that's really good. Okay. A lot of you that this relates to have cleared up a lot of karma, or you have an opportunity to do that. And therefore you can meaning with this situation ending, if you stop right now, you're good. But if you keep it going on, then you're going to go back to whatever round you're in with this situation. Now, they're not done. I feel like they're going to be back again, extending yet another olive branch. But I feel like if you ignore them again, then eventually they will say, okay, fine, I'll leave the situation alone. I'm not gonna fight any longer for it. Some of you, it's gonna be this person that you've been messing around with, okay? Because I definitely see home, family, and then like someone out of the blue coming, okay? So some of you are just saying, no, I'm really focusing on my home life. I'm really focusing on me. Others of you, are focusing on your family. So you're not going to entertain this person anymore because you see them for the person that they are and you know that's a waste of time. Okay. And so you don't want to be single yourself, right? So you're like, you know what? I'm going to leave this situation alone. Now, I feel like out of this clarity, if whoever broke up with the person, whoever said, it's over, I'm done, they're very much in alignment with themselves. Okay. So if this was you, you're very clear, like you've gotten truly clear about the situation and you're moving on. If it was another person that said that to you, they're very clear and they're moving on. Okay. And I feel like there's still, like, this isn't over. It's not over. So the person will be back or you'll be going back. There's going to be an offer. Like it's going to be nothing but a new beginning. So for those of you that are 100% done with that person, okay, there's going to be a new love relationship that can form with a move. So some of you, again, with that move, if you're moving to a new place, you might find someone, okay. It could be like you have traveled there before and then in your travels, not officially moving there, but in your travels, you meet someone. If you go on vacation, something like that, you meet someone, or you have been having like some type of distant relationship. Not relationship, but maybe you've met a person before where you was away somewhere and you've kind of kept in contact or always wondered about that person. Something can form out of that with this person, okay, for some of you, all right? For some of you, if you've been traveling for business, again, you've been have been to some place away from home and you might meet someone. So you know how sometimes before you move, you're traveling to the state, country, whatever, to find employment or find, a place to stay, that sort of thing. In your initial travels, you may meet someone, okay? And then you'll find yourself moving, not necessarily to be with them, but where you move, they'll be, okay, if that makes any sense. And I feel like for some of you, when you're deciding to move forward, okay, you're going to, again, some of you will be going back home. All right. So for some of you that's moving back home, you're going to reunite with someone from your past, someone either that you've known since grade school, or if this is someone brand new, you're going to feel like you've been around them forever. Okay. You guys may have the same type of upbringing. There's some relatability that is very familiar to you about with this person, whether they're new or they're someone from your past. Okay. But I just keep getting this element of, for those of you that think the situation with this back and forth person is over, it's not. If you're the back and forth person, it's not over. You're going to try to go back to them again. If you're the person that is dealing with this person, they're going to try to come back again. But I feel like for some of you, it's going to be really over and you're going to say no. Okay. Either if the person's coming to you, or if you're extending yourself to someone, they're going to say no. Okay. And then you're going to accept it and move on. Or the other person will accept it and move on. Others of you, I feel like you're going to be moving in a direction of someone from your past. So, someone that you know, this person, not to say that the person can't deny you, but you know that you know that the connection that you guys have is special. So it's going to be that type of thing. But I just sense that there is a lot of people from your past coming back. Okay. So you're dealing with a lot of old things. And of course, with Mercury being retrograde, we're going to deal with exes and people from your past. And I feel like this is a good time, actually, Aquarius, for you guys to kind of finalize things in your life. This is the month of finales and new beginnings, like literally. I don't have any 10 cards, okay, but I definitely have like a serious end to a situation, okay? And this is the time again for you guys to put a period in something, put a period on it, and just keep moving forward, okay? If you do that, then there's a lot of great things that are in store for you. If you continue to delay that, well, then, things will not manifest in the way that they could in the month of September. Although I see a lot of new things afoot, I feel like you want to be very mindful about starting a new business right now. Obviously, with Mercury retrograde, you want to wait until the mid part of October. Okay. Definitely, I feel toward the latter part of Libra season. So October, mid-October. Okay. It will be a good opportunity for you guys to kind of really start new. But I see a lot of new things, a lot of new opportunities, new love, victories all over the place. You guys being very clear at what you want, what you're going after. People really working with you, appreciating you, want to be with you, wanting to be next to you. And for some of you that are dealing with someone from your past, I feel that this will be the make or break month. Okay. So either it's going to be we're working this out and moving forward and moving into something new, because newness is happening for you guys. It's just, will it be new? Okay. Meaning a brand new person. I've never met this person before, even though it seems like I've known them forever. Or will it be something completely new with someone from your past? But there's an opportunity to literally have a really great new beginning with someone, whether it be a new person or someone from your past. And I do see that there could be a great possibility that you guys will eventually move in together and be together. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. It's really, you guys still had a lot of minutes here. Hopefully I didn't sound too redundant. If this resonates with you, please comment below. And if, yeah, I guess that's all I'm going to say. Like, you see how this quiet my energy is compared to these other videos that I did just recently. But yeah, so guys, that's what I have. Comment below if this resonates with you. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My energy, guys, it ebbs and flows depending on my readings. So how I sound right now, I might not be sounding like that the next time I come in here. just speaking to the new people that's hearing me for the first time. But welcome, guys. So glad to have you. And if you like, subscribe because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.